to Weston Florida. Well, I have a treat for you. I'm going to take you inside my computer so you can see everything that you need to see on Google Maps. This way you have a great idea of the area, what's around the area, and how to get to the airport. So make sure you stay tuned till the end because I'm going to share with you a very important factor that not many people know about Weston, Florida, and that is the commute to the airports. So let's get to it. Okay, so as promised, I'm taking you into my computer and onto Google Maps. So this way you can see for yourself why Weston is so desirable and what makes the location of Weston so unique. Well, right here, I'm going to show you is that we are right between the Atlantic Ocean with all that beautiful turquoise water, the beaches, the sun, the fun, the restaurants, the happy hour. Everything that makes the lifestyle of South Florida special and unique is right here at the Atlantic Ocean. Another area that makes South Florida very unique is its Everglades. And in the Everglades, there is so much nature. We have preserves, we have ecological areas, there's wildlife management. You can go on a airboat tour. You can even hike if you're that daring. It's also filled with a lot of restaurants as you move between Southeast and go across 75 or the Alligator Alley. Either way, and you will run into some restaurants out there, and the closer you get to Naples, there's even more to do. So it's a great location as far as being central to the Southwest, but also close enough to the beaches where you're only about 40 minutes away. So you're not very far, and it's just an awesome location. Now, if we talk a little bit about Weston, look at this. 2 of the 4 sides of Weston is right against the Everglades. So what does that mean? That means Weston is a calm city. It's a very, very much a bedroom type of community, but it's vibrant, it's exciting. There is a lot going on. So it kind of has this yin and yang about it. So that's really nice. And that's something that the people that live in Weston really love. They love the fact that they can go to the hot spots along the east. They can enjoy the preserve on the west. They can enjoy those sunsets. I almost forgot to mention, this is where you get the sunsets in the winter, where you have the magentas and the purples and the yellows and the orange, and it just lights up the sky all year long, all winter long between about October to May. That's when you're going to see these vibrant sunsets that are absolutely beautiful. So now I want to take us to the airports and show you how best to get to each of the 2 airports. All right, let's talk about Fort Lauderdale first. Fort Lauderdale is right here. It is the most convenient airport that we have servicing Weston. It seems like it's really close. It's not that far. On a good day, we're looking at 35 minutes to 40. On a bad day, maybe an hour. On a horrible day, an hour and a half. So the best way to really get to airport is to go up 75 and then due east on 595, cross over 95 and go to the airport. So again, it's about 35 to 40 minutes on a good day. The challenge is that you have Highway 95 that runs north and south. Highway 95 goes all the way up to New York, but here in South Florida, it's a very, very busy piece of interstate. The state of Florida is very good though. They're actually building a bypass that's going to take the traffic and move it from 595 to 95 north, alleviating some of this area, which is going to make the commute better to the airport. It's going to make the commute better to Fort Lauderdale for those who work out in that area. And it's going to make the drive much better on the weekends when we want to hit the beaches. So looking forward to that. The second airport is Miami. Miami is a metropolis. It is filled with different flights, different people. It's a huge airport. Pack patience. You want to go ahead and take 75 south, hit the Palmetto, run onto the Dolphin, and here you are in the Miami airport. On a good day, we're looking at 45 minutes to an hour. On a busy day, about an hour and a half. be careful. It can get up to an hour and 45 minutes. So make sure you're keeping track of your time on those different apps. The other way you can go is you can come down and then you can go on to 27 and come in the back way. This is something that happens to us all the time when we're going to Miami Airport. But 27 has its own, challenges. It's where the big semis are moving quarry product back and forth. We have other types of commercial vehicles. It's a 2-lane road each direction filled with street lights, and it's filled with lots and lots of cars moving. So again, that direction is about 45 minutes to an hour. You're going to hop on 27 if the primary route is too crowded or is taking too much time. So now let's go ahead and move on to the city of Weston, and so I can show you a little bit more inside the city and why it's so special. All right, here we are with a bird's eye view of the city of Weston. As I mentioned in another video, the city of Weston was developed and designed and curated by the same developer who designed and curated Disney World. So it is a spectacularly well-designed master plan community, the only master plan community in Broward County. So let's take a look and see how this city was developed over time. So the first thing I want to do is share with you Weston Road. Weston Road is right here, and it is really a dividing area for the city of Weston. In this particular piece, the east side of Weston Road, you're going to find the hospitals, Cleveland Clinic, well-renowned Cleveland Clinic and Hospital. You have the Nicholas Children's Hospital here. You have a lot of commerce, small commerce. You have printing companies. You have Home Depot, Office Depot. You have some restaurants out here. You have medical buildings. So any type of commercial that is not industry, but commercial, small business owners, commercial, this is where you're going to go. There's a couple of hotels. The car industry is here. If you're looking for a new Porsche, Alfa Romeo, you have Jetta. So you have a couple of different types of auto dealerships as well. But it's a very small, condensed area because really the real jewel is in the residency, in how the city functions. There are 7 different elementary schools that feed into 3 middle schools that feed into 2 high schools. So that in itself is incredible. We have 240 restaurants, and we have over 200 parks. We have a golf course. We have so much. So I'm looking forward to showing you all of this. Okay, let's talk about the residential piece and what makes Weston so unique and so special. Okay, the first place I want to take you is to the Weston Town Center, right here in the center of Weston. What makes the town center so special, especially in the winter time, it's its outdoor entertainment. We have restaurants here. We have Graciano's. We have the cheese course. There is shopping, boutiques. There's Latin food. There is the Starbucks, of course. You can't have a town center without the Starbucks. But there is so much to do. On the back side, they have a canal with lawn. So there's a lot of activities for music festivals, for the farmers market. There's a lot of activity here in the Weston Town Center. The other area that is very well known for activity is the Weston Community Center and Regional Park. In 2000, this park was generated and built for $15 million. Anything you want to do as far as an organized activity, a park, tennis, pickleball, beach volleyball is in this park. The YMCA is also located in this park. It is absolutely easy to get to from all areas, no matter where you are in Weston. You can come down Saddle Creek. You can come down Glades and make it there. You can go across South Post Road. No matter where you are in Weston, it's easy to get to both the community center and the regional park, as well as the town center. So those are the 2 largest, most thriving areas that we have where the communities come together for fun, for events, and for really an athletic experience. It's surprising. When I moved here almost 10 years ago, Weston, I was like, wow, there's so much going on. Jogging trails, bicycle trails. Everybody is fit and they're out and they're moving. And it's because of this type of arrangement and opportunity we have living in the city of Weston. Now I want to show you what we also have is this beautiful area called Weston Hills Country Club. The Weston Hills Country Club is a unique community built on two different golf courses. This is a private member-only golf and country club. There is also a tennis facility located inside of this as well. Not all the homes though require membership. So you can live in this very exclusive community, not golf, but still enjoy being part of the Weston Hills golf community and everything it has to offer. So it's really a fun, vibrant community. And if you're a golfer, you are going to love having the opportunity to golf on one of these two distinct golf courses. So again, golfer, we got you covered. Okay, so what I want to show you without going into each community is how Weston is designed. So that way, when you're looking at a map or you're looking at properties, you'll have a good idea of the different areas. So some of the areas, as you'll see in this particular community, has a lot of water. That's really nice. So you're going to get a lot of homes that have a lake view. The lake view in South Florida is always in high demand. It comes with a premium price when you buy, and you sell it at a premium price when you decide to move onto a different location. So here you can see lots of water, lots of open space. And these homes have lots of pools. So it's a great community. As we move out to other communities, you'll see that they might be a little bit more congested. Not a lot of water here. This is Old Weston. It's really considered Bonaventure. And Bonaventure was brought into Weston. It's not as highly desirable as Weston itself, so you would have to go on the left side or the west side of Weston Road. This here is Bonaventure, right above the commercial area. And it's usually ungated. The pricing is much lower. However, the school district is still Weston. You're still getting those A-rated schools. So if you're on a budget, the Bonaventure area could be an excellent choice. If you're looking for more of the gated community and upscale homes, you definitely want to be on the west side of Weston Road. All right, so now let's continue. I had mentioned that we have a couple of other areas I want to go over. So let me grab my pen. So here we have one of the biggest areas. This is Savannah. Savannah is known for being very community oriented. Lots of families move here. It has an incredible amenity area. It's like being in a resort. Pools, splash pad, tennis, volleyball, basketball, a clubhouse. They have a cafe there. Kids ride their bicycles everywhere. It's a gated community and it's one of the most highly desirable. The pricing in this area is very reasonable. It's moderate. So you're getting a lot of house for not so much of a price point. So this is a very reasonable area to live in as far as pricing goes in Weston. Now, if we were to come down here to Weston Hills Country Club, now we're at $1 million plus. Easy. Don't even think about buying anything under $1 million unless it needs a lot of renovation. Here you're going to be at $1 million plus, up to $3 million, $5 million, even $15 million. So it just depends. But the majority are going to be between $1 and $3 million. Again, membership is not required in all of the sub-communities. There are some communities where a membership is required. So you just want to be on the lookout for that as well. Now, as we come down here, I want to show you a couple of other communities. Okay, now I want to talk about the west side of Bonaventure because it's somewhat interesting. So here's Weston Road. We're going to divide the east side from the west side. Now on the west side, we have this whole area of Bonaventure. And Bonaventure used to be two distinct golf courses. Here's one and here's two. So what happened over time is that number 2 golf course was sold, and now we have these brand new, beautiful homes, ultra modern, $2 million plus in Bonaventure. So this is right here. This is called Botanico, and it's an absolutely new construction that is over the top modern. Now we're wondering what's going to happen to Bonaventure number 1. It's a golf course, but if you're thinking of golfing, I would avoid this golf course. It is not in the best condition, and most likely we are thinking as realtors that a developer probably has their eye on this and is going to build something else brand new for Weston. So that is super exciting, and we have our eyeballs on it. As I mentioned in a couple of other videos, the city of Weston built the city with education in mind. So it is an incredible city based of A-rated schools. We have 7 elementary schools that feed into the middle schools. I just wanted to give you an example of how well designed the city is in regards to education. So this is Tequesta, and you can see that we have Indian Trace Elementary School right here, and you have a community right around it. So all of this will feed into Tequesta and Indian Creek Elementary, right? So here we are, Indian Creek Elementary, A-rated elementary school, as I mentioned. And you look at Tequesta as far as the development. Look how pretty this is. You have a lot of water. The islands all have like loops and circular ends. They flow really, really pretty. You have an island right here. You have this coming out, which is a road, and every house has a lake view. Same thing here. All of these homes have lake views. All of these homes have lake views. So as you see, there is a lot of water, there's a lot of lake views, there's a lot of little islands, as we call them, all throughout Weston. But what I really wanted to call your attention on is this. So we have Indian Trace Elementary School that's going to feed into Tequesta Middle School. So how convenient is this? This is incredible. Again, unless you have a well-planned city, this doesn't happen very often. So you have neighborhood children growing up together, and they're all familiar with one another, and they've been able to bond, and they're friends for life, or as long as they live in the city of Weston. But it's a great opportunity to have this kind of environment and to provide this kind of benefit to your child or a student, not only be close to home, but to grow up in a very tight neighborhood of friends. So I want to give you another example. So here we have the southwest side of Weston. And I'm just going to mark this real quick so we can all take a look. This isn't a boundary line, but just want to call your attention to it. So right here we have Manatee Bay Elementary School, and it feeds into all of this area. You have the Isles of Weston over here. You have the library, the Weston Library. You have Griffin Road, which is the boundary line of Southwest Ranches, which is to the south, and to Weston, which is to the north here. But this is where I want to call your attention. So we have the Manatee Bay Manatee Bay Elementary School. That's going to feed into Falcon Cove Middle School, which is all going to feed into Cypress Bay High School. Again, where do you find this type of community, this kind of master plan where children are all going together into these various schools? Now, the Cypress Bay High School is rated number 1 in Weston. We have 2. We have Western, which is up north, closer to the city of Davie. But Cypress Bay is really the heartbeat of Weston as far as a high school. So here we go. Elementary to middle to high school. Super easy, super convenient, and all A-rated schools. So let's talk a little bit about some more of the neighborhoods. Okay, I have blown up one of the most desirable communities. It's called the Ridges. And here in the Ridges, we have homes that are smaller, that are going for about 700 to 800. But then we have the very large homes that are going for 2 to 3 million. So a little bit of everything at the ridges. But what makes the ridges so nice is that they have the mature trees. It is very community oriented. There's parks located throughout the different walking paths. But they also have a beautiful playground, pool. They have tennis courts throughout. So this is an idea of a gated community that is highly desirable. You can see there's lots of water. So there's a lot of homes that have lake views. All of this is a lake view, really, really pretty. So this is just one indication or one example of what a neighborhood might look like within a gated community. Okay, what I'm going to show you now is one of the most exclusive areas that we have in the city of Weston. Just to kind of recap, we did look at the Ridges, which is one of the most desired communities. It's gated, it's well developed, it's well defined, mature trees, lots of biking paths, lots of playgrounds dispersed within the community, and an awesome community area with the playground and swimming pool. We talked about the upscale neighborhood of Weston Hills Country Club and the 2 membership only golf courses that are here. Basically, those are the best golf courses in Broward County. They're right there in the Weston Hills Country Club. I took you over to Savannah, which has got a different vibe. It's the furthest northwest portion of Weston. It's a very family-oriented community, and it has a lot going on, and the prices are somewhat reasonable when you compare it to the actual market. So now I want to take you on to one last community, and that's Windmill Estates. And here we are in Windmill Estates. It's not large, but it's not large for a very good reason. These are exclusive custom homes, and they're absolutely beautiful. You need a special pass to get in. And as you can see, these are very large homes. Look at the island here. You have a lot of privacy between the homes. All of them have a lake view. You see that with all the water? They all have a lake view, and they're enormous homes. They are big homes. And these homes are going for a double-digit million. So 10 million, 15 million. There's a couple in there for 8. There's a low side, maybe 4, 5, 6. But the homes are very exclusive. They're all custom built. Everybody designed their own. And that is what makes Windmill Estates so unique. Well, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I know you have questions. You have to have questions. I covered just the periphery of those things I thought you might have an interest in learning a little bit more from a map perspective. But if you have questions, go ahead, send me an email, send me a text. I am here to answer all of those questions for you. So that way, when you decide to move to Weston and we have a chance to talk, we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about what is the best fit for you. So see you in the next video.